Hey guys, Dragonstar from Dragonstarplanet. Here to talk to you about a concept idea that I had in mind for at least about like a couple of months ago that I had in my mind. And I thought, what would be cool if the Lion Guard or something like that were to be a Tokusatsu series? So before I do start, it will be something based off from this Chinese Tokusatsu series called V Beast, which I think will be a very cool idea to adapt from it called The Lion King Force 5. So without further ado, to begin, let's get started. Hey guys, and welcome to an episode concept idea of The Lion King Force 5. Now, I got that kind of idea from watching the Disney Junior's animated series called The Lion Guard. Now, I actually kind of liked it, so I thought, what if I can take that kind of concept idea and transform into a superhero like this one as a Power Ranger based Ultraman hero? Now, what I mean about that is that it's based off from V Beast and such, so it will be adapted into American audiences, just like how they did in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, VR Troopers, Beetleborgs, that kind of concept stuff. So, let me tell you about an episode one or a pilot concept idea what I thought it would turn out. So, for me as the protagonist, I would be on the Disney cruise or something like that. It would be taking. So the reason why I would probably be on the Disney cruise is it would be like some destiny would be calling to me or something like that. So, and just so you know, before I get to the next thing too, the thing is, this kind of series is not based off within the Disney universe or something like that. It will be like its own separate universe itself. I know it's a little confusing, but like I said, this is a concept idea. So after I got off the Disney cruise and such, I would be taken to, I guess you could say, a secure place or something like that. Well, I think the concept idea would be like, I think the reason why I was here is because I guess you could say the force, or better yet, the team, that the organization called the Dragon Force 5 may have found me or something like that because I was the chosen one. Now, from these images, this would be almost to the concept idea that I thought, what would happen if I walk around these platforms before I was entered into the Dragon Force 5 headquarters, which, of course, it is secluded to the public because they don't know the actual location where the Dragon Force 5 organization base is. But when I am led inside to the base of the Dragon Force 5 organization, this is what the interior that I think in the concept plot idea would look like. And I thought this would be a good idea for the heroes, and including myself, would be weary and be able to take a dip in the pool and such and have fun after a weary day of hard work from fighting villains, monsters, everyday disasters, helping people, and everything else in between. And plus, in my opinion, it's a good way to reconnect with nature and such, like try to familiarize yourself with it. Now, the thing of the fact of the matter is, now, during the later episode and such, now, I haven't come up with the idea who the leader is and such of the commanding force of the Dragon Force 5 team. But then later, I guess you could say what happens later on in the episode, I would be taken in a Jeep or something like that, which I would say the commander would have a relationship to the guardian or the lady guardian of the chosen one. Well, you get the idea. It's a concept idea. Now, as you can see from these couple of images that I'm providing you, this is where the female guardian would reside to lay in wait for the chosen one, which is me, to appear before her. And I thought of a good kind of concept idea for the female guardian to be, and I thought maybe this one would be, which is this is Lyra or Beria Kitty, who is from Osamu Tezuka's Kimba, would be depicted as a heartwarming motherly guardian who cares for the chosen one and such. And now this is my henshin concept device idea to transform into a Power Ranger Lion King Force 5 beast superhero or something like that. Or better yet, an Ultraman-ish kind of warrior and such. Now, I haven't come up with a henshin call command idea, but it's still a concept idea, like I would say, like Energize or Lion King Power. Like I said, it's still a concept idea, but when I do use a henshin call command, that's when I would transform into a Power Ranger Lion King superhero to battle evil villains and monsters and such. Now, I'm not sure if I will be able to fight villains in giant sizes or standard size like Power Rangers do when they fight against monsters and villains and such. But for the most part, it would be standard size and such, not giant size. But I mean, that's still a concept idea. So anyway, here are the villains that I thought might be a cool idea for the Lion King Force 5. Now, this is Nephalora from Choshinsei Flashman, and I actually kind of thought, what if she were to be the main villainess of the Lion King Force 5, if she was adapted to the United States? And if she does, she would have her own kind of kaijin warriors or something like that, which are animal-based within the Outlands, based off from the Lion King series. Like this hyena cat-based monster that joins forces with Nephalora, including other monsters that are in the wastelands, like this skeletal monster and such, and other various animal villain monsters that would take over humankind and such, that is exactly what Nephalora's evil plan is to subjugate mankind to prove to them that the forces of the animal kind are much more superior than humans and such. Now, I thought of an evil base of operations idea that would take place that is not within the jungle or anything else like that in the savannah, but more secluded, like this evil base of operations idea where they come up with evil plans in order to conquer the entire planet Earth against the human race. Now, I also thought of a couple of crossover special ideas that I thought it might be cool for the Lion King Force 5 to have later on in the series and such. Now, if Disney still retained the license to have the Power Ranger rights and such, they would have had their own Super Sentai series within the United States called Mickey and Friends or something like that, which, of course, Mickey would be their own Power Ranger series with their own team, with Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Daisy, and Pluto to be in part of their own kind of Power Ranger series. And when they do have their own Power Ranger series or something like that, they would have their own Zords or something like that to be able to have their own Megazord to be transformed into the King Mickey Megazord and such, which I think, in my opinion, is the awesomest idea, and I wish they could have been able to made a cartoon series fighting against Disney villains and such. And lastly, before the end of this concept episode on Dragonstarplanet, is a crossover between the Lion King Force 5, or aka V-Beast, and Ultraman Trigger. And to prove it, I made a custom-made opening that I think that you guys will love it. So sit back and enjoy. Well, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this concept episode idea for a U.S. Tokusatsu series based off from the Lion King and Lion Guard series called Lion King Force 5 or Lion King V-Force. Like I said, it's a concept title for an awesome kind of series. Well, anyway, this is Dragonstar from Dragonstarplanet, And I'll see you guys next time. So until then, peace out.